Hello, myself Sunil R Nair. Here, basically, we are discussing about one topic, that is the global warming topic. Sorry, not global warming. Basically, global warming we will discuss in same topic only. Basically, that is the currency. Basically, in currency, basically, we are discussing one topic, that is ideas. And global this currency basically topic comes inside the earthquakes. And currently, actually, we are discussing earthquake also, basically, that also basically we can understand. So in this, basically, we are discussing that how basically the things are basically working, how basically the things are basically working, that is the earthquakes. And in earthquakes, basically, currencies, and currencies, in this currency, that is ideas. And in ideas, basically, that is the track. Basically, in this track, basically, we are telling that basically chartered accountant group basically knows that what is the expense of one track, basically. And for that, basically, the power supply, basically, company like Tata Group, Reliance, IPCL, ONGC, this group basically are giving the power supply to the railway system. This group basically are giving the railway system. This group basically are giving the data to the railway system, right? So that topic is basically currently we are discussing. That topic actually we are discussing. And here basically we are discussing that basically we are discussing that what is dadagiri also. For example, one person is chatting in the laptop, and one of the group basically, that is Uttar Pradesh group, are doing the call, and then basically they are telling that basically this is dadagiri. Basically. This is dadagiri. One more thing I will take basically in this railway track. Basically, we are taking one example. In this, basically, we will take one example. Basically, just a minute. Actually, I got call from one of the consultant. That's from that basically I got this idea, and just see basically how this idea is going to change the world. See basically, just now basically the earthquakes came basically. New Zealand, Italy, then basically Turkey. Then last earthquake basically was in India basically. Just see basically. Assam just now basically 3 hours before the earthquake basically came basically came Jharkhand. So these all basically earthquakes are connected where basically. These all earthquakes basically are connecting this here basically here. So this topic also we are going to discuss at the same time basically, and might possible that the earthquake basically might happen also basically while discussing also basically. While discussing also it might possible that earthquake basically might be happen, because this everything basically is connecting to the global warming only basically. Just see basically how the things are going to work, and how the railway track basically is connected, and that also we will say. And what is generation end, and that also we are going to discuss. How basically the rich people basically ends the generation, that also we are going to see. And what is generation end, that also we are going to see. Few people says that for to end the generation, Uttar Pradesh people are perfect group basically, who basically, if they say that, if anybody say that basically, can you please end his generation, then you told that okay basically we will do your end the generation. Few people says that Bihari groups are basically perfect group basically who to end the generation. How they basically end the generation, that basically they only might be knowing. Few people says that Madhya Pradesh group they are basically good in ending the generation. Few people says that Amin caste, Gujarati caste, they are basically good in the ending the generation of particular person. So that basically we will discuss actually what generation end is. But currently we are discussing this topic basically. That is railway track. So that is basically the railway track basically. And the railway track basically is connected with 120 planets. And 120 planets is basically designed by the groups that are basically those group basically who are basically the doctors basically of the physical doctor, medicine doctor, and the doctors basically who are basically of the land doctor basically. That means land basically creation also basically, because you are taking the breathe from the land also, no, basically land data basically also connecting to your body type. For example, you are going to the some area basically, your car is going driving, brown color car basically is driving you. You are driving brown color car. That time basically also basically land basically data basically comes inside your car also basically. It might possible, na, basically. You are walking basically. That time basically the land data basically comes to your body. That data basically also connects to this doctor created data. So doctor basically group says that basically we have created the trained data basically, that is the trained blood cells basically. 12 lakh people basically, sorry, 20 lakh people basically we have taken. 20 lakh people basically are having the trained blood cells data, and that trained blood cells data is created by the Hindustani doctor basically. Sorry, they might be not created the data basically. They might be connected with the few American data. Might possible basically. Or basically it might possible some German group basically might be connected here. Or it might possible that directly Indian doctor basically might be handling this. Anything is basically possible. We can't say basically from where the data basically are coming. For example, I got call from this number. Currently it's 9:30 basically, right? I got this call basically from any number basically, and that was basically immigration basically service number basically. That was basically from which area basically, that you can't say basically, because there are lots of server basically connected, so that basically you can never able to track basically that from where basically this number. But this call was basically from Canada immigration basically, means Canada immigration service center basically. They have registered the one of the data basically, so that I can get the visa, but I am not getting the visa also, and I am not getting the job also. So one of the person told that, yeah, something basically is wrong basically happening in your life, and it might possible that somebody might have ended your generation plan also basically. That also might be possible. So that might be also possible basically. Then one of the person told that basically this color you can see basically track color, yeah, that is a brown color basically. And that few people says that basically in 120 planet basically the brown color planet is also created by few people say that also basically. Then like this basically one of the person told that 120 planet basically is created, so the color of the planet basically is also same, or basically it's like same as earth planet basically looking. Then he told that basically it might not be same basically, because in earth planet basically ice is there, water is there, land is also there. So the data basically keeps on changing basically. Keeps on changing. And this basically video I am tracking basically, typing basically, recording basically at 9:32 p.m. Sorry, AM basically, it is AM. So one of the person told that this track basically is the magical track, or basically it's a non-magical track. Then he told that basically how you can say this is a magical track and non-magical track basically, because the track basically is having 120 planets basically, and 120 planets basically are connected with the energy data basically, that is the land data, and this 120 data basically is connected with the trained blood cells data.